Hello, everybody, and welcome to NAGA's latest interview with a trader. It's 2021. I'm really pleased to have Aaron with us today, who's going to describe his trading strategies and also what he's doing for his copiers and also to increase his profile in the NAGA community. Aaron, thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, Jameel. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's really nice to speak to you. I really enjoyed catching up with you offline. And I think we're going to have a really fascinating conversation today for the NAGA community. But before we talk about your trading history, your background, and your skills, I think that this is a really great opportunity to put a little bit of personality behind Aaron. So, who is Aaron? Where are you from? And what do you do?
Okay, I'm from Costa Rica.
Very cool.
Here's a beautiful country with a lot of nature. So life here is like relaxing. Do you know how pura vida is? Do you know?
I know Costa Rica. I wish I'd been there. I think that I need to come and visit you. So I think after this interview, you need to be requesting on the NAGA feed and texting the community managers, be like, hey, when this pandemic's over, you need to send Jameel to Costa Rica to interview me in person.
Yeah, but do you know the phrase pura vida, like pure life?
Yes. This phrase, yes, I know.
It's like everything is okay. So if I ask you like, hi Jameel, how are you? You can say pura vida.
I will need to pick up on the language.
Okay, yeah. So I'm here from Costa Rica. I'm a chemist by profession, investor and trader by passion, right? So I started my journey in the financial market since 2015, I think. So, but it took me like 16 months to be profitable.
Okay, that's interesting. We're definitely going to speak about that when we talk about your trading background. So, okay, I know that Aaron's from Costa Rica. What is it that you like to do in your spare time, Aaron, away from trading? What are your interests and hobbies?
Oh, I play sports like soccer.
So that's great. So just to know a little bit of personality around Aaron, the profile, this guy who's on the NAGA community is very active and he's been trading for some time. And it's great to give a little bit of more substance behind who you are as well. I think many viewers, I think now that the NAGA community is a global community with people from all walks of life from all over the world, and I think you're the one that people will be jealous of because you're from Costa Rica. You get to live in this beautiful paradise. But now I know, and I'm a bit jealous about your paradise and what you get to do in your spare time. How is it that you got into trading? I know that you said it was 2015. What is it that got you into trading?
I start like with a friend in trading because he trade equities, but he introduced me in the forex market. So I began in 2015 in the forex market.
Okay. Which currencies were you trading? What currencies interested you?
Okay, I like the pound. It's very volatile.
This is another one who's ready to kick me in the British pound. I'm not to blame for the volatility, okay? Brexit and everything else. We can go to Westminster. It's not so far from where I am. We can talk to the Houses of Parliament. But I'm not to blame for the volatility in the pound. I just admit that there's a lot of volatility.
Yeah, I also like the yen, the Japanese yen.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's like my preferred currencies.
Perfect. So I take it as the dollar, Japanese yen, or are you trading the crosses as well? The majors or the crosses?
Oh, I like the majors. Also playing the crosses, but I prefer the majors.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. So we're from equities with a friend to beginning to trade with FX. Do you trade any other asset classes, gold, oil, Bitcoin, or do you stick pretty much to the majors?
Oh, I like forex market, majors market, and also equities.
Very good. So which equities? Is it like the global markets, the US 500, the Dow, and so on, or are you trading other equities?
Okay, I like the global markets, all the US markets. S&P 500, Dow, Nasdaq, all that. I prefer banks on oil industry.
Okay. What do you think about the volatility this week? Because this week has been explosive. It's been Breaking Bad style. It's been very dramatic.
Yeah. I think it's like it's like the perfect definition of free market, right?
Well, this,
But
this is
now,
what this is what the retail traders want. Yes,
yeah, but now it's against hedge funds.
it's true. I was thinking about this, and it's interesting. We were talking about TV series and stuff. I was thinking this really is like an episode of Suits. You have these
Yeah,
retail traders,
exactly. Yeah,
the Mike Rosses, the very common folk who want to take over the unit and take on the bad guys. And I was just thinking that
yeah,
this really is like an episode of Suits or something. And we'll talk a little bit more about what happened in the market a bit later
okay.
in this video, but I think this is a theme that we're going to see for some time about it's like a wild, wild west fight, it's the retail
Yeah,
traders go into the fight with the hedge funds and
yeah. Now the bad guys are the hedge fund managers.
I would stay neutral, but I know what the
Yeah,
characters are in this. I've seen a few Wild Wild West films. I kind of know where this story goes.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you for that, Aaron. So, okay, FX equities. You started 5 years ago.
yeah.
How is it that you found NAGA?
Okay, so a friend introduced me to NAGA because I was having difficult finding user friendly platform
Mm-hmm.
because they are all like, I don't know, like I don't know if I can say that, but they are like too old fashioned or something like that. So NAGA is
I,
more like user friendly.
I tell you what, you've just earned a big tick with the NAGA developers because if they do watch this video, they'll be like, I like Aaron. I like Aaron. Thank you,
Yeah,
Aaron, for the downloads. Thank you for the 5 tips. But thank you for that compliment. I know that, jokes aside, those guys
yeah,
work around the clock, weekends, weekdays, holidays. They do everything
yeah,
they can do and continue to strive to provide the community the ultimate user experience, the most sophisticated platform, lots of
yeah,
inclusive asset classes. Everything is always a work in progress. And I mean that in a good way because they're always trying to improve
yeah. They
your
have improved a lot.
experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're always trying to add new features, get feedback, and do whatever they can do within their capabilities to
Now we have
invest in that
PayPal.
technology. Yes, yes. So to
So
continue,
yeah, it's amazing. I have been in NAGA since October 2019. I love the people. I love the platform and the people who work there. It's very helpful.
thank you for that. That the guys try, and it means a lot because we have this community now that's growing globally from across all
Yeah,
fronts, all different regions. And to know that there's somebody sitting where you're sitting, and just to know that there's somebody who might be watching this video and they appreciate the sacrifice and the dedication that the team have put in. So again, thank you for that compliment. And when it comes to the community, what else is it about Nugget that you like? The platform, the assets, but is there anything
and,
else that you
and
found really interesting?
that is like a social media, like an invest in social media. That's what I like because I can post, I can write to my friends, I can see stats. So that's why I love the platform.
Yeah, it's inclusive. Again, like a
Yeah,
social network, a lot of capabilities, and the ecosystem is getting more powerful. So that should mean that the network continues to grow on a positive journey.
yeah.
And
And
it's
I can network with people from all the world.
exactly it's a global community. Everybody's
Yeah,
welcome. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. This is a community for everybody to gain some financial freedom or at least learn something about financial freedom, because I think that's the
yeah,
one thing all of us have in common, whether you're an employee,
yeah,
a trader, an investor, somebody who's managing funds, or somebody who's
yeah,
completely new. We're all looking to achieve financial freedom, to enjoy the options of managing our own money or making our money move for us. And that's
yeah,
that's really exciting because it's a growing field and it's something that has a lot of potential.
yeah. That's really a big problem that we have here in Costa Rica, Jamil, because uh, people do not have an investment culture here. So they don't know about financial markets and believe that the
Sure.
best way to make money is like by saving in a bank. So I'm trying to change that culture here in Costa Rica and also Latin America.
It's actually a common feedback that I get from the emerging markets. I've traveled for my job now. Interestingly, and again, another plug to the NAGA team to send me to Latin America. The only territory I've not been to yet is you. I've been to Africa, Middle East, Europe. Obviously, I'm from Europe anyway. South Asia, and so on. But the one territory I haven't been yet is your neck of the woods. But Costa something Rica, they always say, something that they always say to me anyway, is uniform feedback, is that in emerging markets, these are still very new assets, and people are still not so familiar with them, and that's a great opportunity.
I want to bring that culture of investment here in Costa Rica and all Latin America, and NAGA is a great platform to do it.
Perfect. That sounds good. So how is it that you're trying to refer, not necessarily the NAGA brand, but this new alternative form of investments and savings? Like, how is it that you're going to be spreading the word about, did you know about FX, or did you know about trading? Did you know about this? What is the approach over there?
Okay, so when I start having results, like in 2017, so my friends asked me, like, what are you doing? How do you make money online, right? And what is all that FX stuff, all that equity stuff? So I start like a community called Doji Club. Doji, like a candle in FX, called Doji Club here in Costa Rica. That is like a community of people that are passionate about financial markets. So they help me to spread the word of financial markets that have better returns than saving in a bank.
That's wonderful. And so I'm thinking now, you're not only a defender in terms of defender in soccer, but you're also the defenders, and you're at the defense for this new industry. You're like that person on the front line, always trying to block out the negativity. Exactly. That's a good metaphor. You are the Sergio Ramos of Costa Rica when it comes to trading and investments.
I love it.
So I understand that in Costa Rica you have an academy, right? You have a trading academy?
Yeah, like a community. It's not like an academy, it's like a community. Like we talk about what happened in the market all the week, every week. Okay. And in which assets we could invest.
Perfect. So is this the community, is it a lot of people have it in common, or is it everybody's just interested in this new way of investments? What I mean is, like, are those people trading before, or are they also new to this kind of environment?
They are new. Yeah, they are new. So they are like starting this journey.
And the defender is showing them the way, right?
Yeah. It's a big journey, a wonderful journey.
Is there anything that is really common that you see from those new traders? Any common, not necessarily mistakes, but like common advice? Any advice that you want to give to the new traders that are listening to this video?
That it's not easy money, because they introduced me like they sold me the idea that financial market was easy and fast money. So, but you have to have passion about it, so you can do it.
Thank you for that honesty, because that honesty is exactly what the community needs to hear, because those are very common misconceptions. A lot of people that I speak to now, I've been in this industry now for actually more than 10 years. A lot of people come up to me that this is a lottery ticket. I'm going to turn my £100 or $100 into $10,000, and things will just go like this, and it will just get better and better and better. But it's not that simple. If it can be that simple for you, very good. That's wonderful. Yeah. But this is a journey. It's an experience, and like anything in life, you learn along the way. Yeah. And education is paramount. Education is everything. That's why NAGA's investing heavily into educational resources, into webinars, into an
In
education
blogs
department.
also. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it took me 16 months to become profitable.
Yeah.
So, but I don't give up. This is
So if you were to do it again, start your journey again, not in terms of platforms and trading, but is there anything you
okay.
would do differently now, or you would tell somebody to do who's maybe watching our interview today and just going to trade tonight for the very first time? What advice would you
Okay.
give them?
Okay. Focus on risk management. It's like like everything you have to focus is on risk management because in the beginning you want to make fast money, but
Yep.
risk management is an essential part in all this journey.
Yeah.
So focus all your energy to understand risk management.
Yeah. Risk. Those are the three consistents with me: risk management,
Yeah.
trading psychology,
Yeah.
and education, in terms of not just the education of learning how to trade, but it's the education and understanding that every single day an event in the market can be different. For example, the
Yeah.
past 2 days, this whole retail investors versus the hedge funds, that's not
Yeah.
something that we've seen before. I mean, if we've seen it,
Yeah.
never to this kind of dramatic extent where world
Yeah.
media I reported on it during a pandemic as like one of the
Yeah.
number one stories, you know? And I don't
Yeah.
think there's anyone today in the world who hasn't at least had the opportunity to see that kind of story unfolded in markets. But when you talk about trading psychology, I think you're also already aware. But if you go onto the NAGA application and if you go onto the community and you look for webinars, you will see that the education team do teach specific webinars and live sessions specifically on trading psychology and risk
Yeah.
management, because every trader, especially in the retail space, it's something that they come across at some point.
Yeah. Because you are gonna lose money, right? You're gonna lose money. So
Yeah,
you
I mean
have to have
that's the
like
risk. That's the risk.
yeah.
If you don't have good risk management, and if you don't
Yeah.
have stable trading psychology, i.e., to know if you've been unsuccessful, you've just been unsuccessful. Don't have an ego, or don't try to
Yeah.
make that money back and force it. Sometimes the market just goes in a different direction. That's life. At the
Yeah.
same point, if the market is going in your direction, it doesn't mean that you have to be too involved and then go completely crazy.
Yeah. To be too greedy, right?
Exactly. Fear and greed.
Yeah. Yeah.
This really does sound like an episode of Suits. I think maybe we should be
there's
screenwriters
there's
or
also
something.
there's also an indicator for that, like the fear and greed indicator.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it? Yeah.
Yes, I heard about that. So okay, so that was your lesson, trading psychology. If you were going to do it all over again, in
Yeah.
terms of the NAGA community and the followers who are already following your profile, and hopefully will continue to follow your profile after the interview, we of course will encourage your profile when we post this, and people will be able to visit your trades, find out who you
Mm-hmm.
are, what kind of assets you have positions on. But in terms of the community, what is it that you would like to achieve from NAGA?
From NAGA, okay. So I would like to reach the rank of crystal trader in NAGA, and also to be like a mentor for many people in Costa Rica, Latin America, and also the world when it comes to investing. In addition to create the investment culture in all the Latin American countries, right? And NAGA helped me with that.
Yeah, of course we would.
Because NAGA is a platform to connect the people with the financial markets. So that's why I love it.
Thank you, and I think that those are great goals and motivations as well. In terms of where elsewhere in Latin America would you be looking at? You're based in Costa Rica, but
Yeah.
of course, all of these markets are different. Ecuador is different to Colombia. Colombia is different to
Yeah.
Chile. Mexico is different to Costa Rica. So, what markets do you see as upcoming potential trading, not capitals, but countries that could be very interested in this asset class?
Okay, all like Central America, like Honduras, El Salvador, also, all Nicaragua, all
Okay.
that countries in Central America, they don't have that investment culture, and I know they could have it.
Okay. What about places like Brazil, Mexico? I'm just
Brazil is
interested because I haven't been there. I'm just interested in what the ideas are around trading because Brazilian real, Mexican peso, they're both very volatile. So I'm just wondering
yeah.
whether what the appetite was for there.
I don't know. Brazil has a great investment culture, I think. No, they are a great emerging market with all the petroleum of Petrobras. I think.
That's great. Very good. That's great. They're very. It's a strong emerging market in terms of there's a lot of things
Yeah,
happening.
and also Mexico because they have a lot of people there.
Huge population.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Mexico, and Brazil have a great potential to become a great country in the financial market.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah.
And okay, in those assets that you're trading, the majors.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the pound US dollar or any other major that you know right now. What do you expect for 2021? Where do you think that these assets are heading?
Okay, so in pound, I'm very bullish on pound
Okay.
because all that Brexit stuff already happened. Because
Thank God for that.
yeah, so that's like uncertainty in the market, and the market doesn't like that. so so yeah, I'm bullish on the pound, bullish on the USD, but in 2021, I in equities, also in the equities part, I'm also bullish in the economy because I like banks, I like oil. Banks are trading at 40 or 60 discount from their book value per share.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great opportunity to make money in banks.
Do you also think that things will get back to normal, like the pandemic? Like, what is the view over where you are? Do you think that maybe countries can come out of lockdown soon?
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of people with vaccines right now, right? So more and more people receiving vaccines. Countries are like resuming their activities and businesses are open their doors again.
Mm-hmm.
So this makes all that sector start to grow very quickly.
Okay, that's yeah.
All that consumer companies. So yeah.
We all hope that that's going to be the case. I think that for me, because in the UK, we pretty much this is our third lockdown at least, and the latest lockdown is in law until the end of March. So we think that we're going to stay like this for some time. So it's just great to hear that for my own sanity, that somebody else is positive somewhere.
Yeah, well, I think this is like the new normal, right, Yano?
Yep.
Like you have to take care of yourself. So this is like a new normal that we have to live with it.
Yeah, it's good advice, and I hope that all of your loved ones have kept well during this pandemic. I think that there's one thing that this pandemic has in common with everybody, no matter who you are or where you're watching this from, is it's been an experience for all of us, and all of us have been impacted in different ways. But I do wish every single viewer the best in prosperity and health, and I hope that 2021 will be far, far better than 2020. And also to you, Aaron, I hope that everything goes well this year, and I'm glad to see that you are well where you are anyway.
Thank you, Jameel, for that word.
It's been amazing to speak to you today, but we just got a few more questions before we conclude our great conversation. And my second to last question actually is there anything that you would like to say to the community now, not just in Costa Rica, but anything about your profile, getting to know Aaron, any other advice apart from the psychology? Is there anything you would like to say to the community?
That you don't have to give up in this journey because it's amazing. And you have you have to invest in companies to have a great results that have like four different, I don't know, like a specific themes. The first one, that the revenue has been growing during the last 3 or 5 years. I like that company that the revenue has been growing during the last 3 or 5 years. A company in which in which you understand exactly the business model and how they make money. Also, a company is number three, a company that have an EPS, an earning per share of constant growth that assures me that the company is generating value. And the last one is you have to do a research job, because once you have done the analysis, you have to take advantage of market corrections to improve like your average purchase price for the stock and generate excellent returns. So don't give up and start trading in NAGA.
It's pretty in marketing. I don't even need to plug the platform anymore. You're doing it for me. So
Yeah.
one thing that caught my attention, that you talked about, firms that were making money specifically over the past couple of years. What do you think about technology firms right now? Your big tech giants, you might not be trading them, but the Facebooks, the Zooms, the Twitters, the Netflixes, those stay-at-home stocks. What do you think?
They are great, but now we are like in a new economic cycle. So all that money in the big tech are like rotating into cyclicals, into banks, into energy sector, because tech growth a lot during pandemic. But now that all businesses are reopening, that is like a new economic cycle. So all that big money, all that smart money are rotating into other sectors, not big tech. They are gonna grow, but not as fast as other sectors in 2021, I think.
There we go. There we go. We heard it from Aaron first, and we can thank Aaron when all these corrections in the market take place, and we can, give him a beer or a cocktail or something in Costa Rica. We're finally able to go back to, travel and everything. But I love the optimism that you have, that things are getting better, that things will return to normal. And that's definitely, appreciated during what are tough times. My final question for you before we conclude this interview actually is investment objectives. Like, what is your plan for 2021? We talked about the majors. We talked about, cyclical stocks. What would you consider your own objectives for 2021? I assume to help traders, right? Or something different as well?
Yeah. Help traders to understand that it's a better way to do money with all different sectors in the economy, like banks, oil, and all that sectors, and also to push harder to bring all the investment culture here in Costa Rica and Latin America. Like, I don't know, to do free webinars or something like that, to people to know that there is a better way to make money, to make money online, and help with all that situation, with all that pandemic situation. So they are like my main goals in 2021.
That's great. And what I'm really looking forward to is hopefully later in 2021, we will talk again. We will find out where things have gone, what's happened. And of course, everybody's going to hope for all of the positivity that's come out from your interview. I think everybody's a bit inspired, actually. I'm even inspired listening to it. All this positivity and positive vibes. So you've been watching and listening to NAGA's latest interview with a trader. Our trader today is Aaron from Costa Rica. Costa Rica, sorry, a beautiful place, of course. But Aaron, anything else you would like to conclude with before I finish the interview?
No, thank you for this interview, Jameel. I enjoyed it a lot, and we're gonna speak soon. Hopefully in person.
I look forward to that, and if not, PlayStation and FIFA. That sounds like a good idea. And I will watch out for your defending and tackling, specifically if you're Real Madrid, because I would know what to expect. Jokes aside,
Ramos, my favorite player.
Jokes aside, look, we really appreciate your time. Thank you for being so honest to the community and also to aspiring traders from everywhere on some of your experiences, some of the things that you've learned, on some of the things that you would do differently again. That's definitely going to be appreciated, and it's very humble towards, you know, aspiring people who are going to get into this industry as well.
Yeah.
For anybody who would like to find out more about Aaron, when we upload this video on the NAGA application and the NAGA community, his profile will be tagged. You're more than welcome to check out his profile like you are for anybody else on the community to find out a bit more about him, about what he's trading, what is, you know, what he's interested in terms of asset classes. Again, thank you so much for joining us, Aaron. And I would like to thank everybody for watching this video. This has been a latest conversation with a trader. Today we've spoken to Aaron. Aaron, thank you for your time, and I wish you a wonderful weekend.
Thank you to you, Jameel. Wish you a wonderful weekend too.
Cheers. Thank you.